Okay, are we good now? God damn it. God damn it, that pisses me off. All right, are we good now? I think we are good now. I think we're good now. I'm gonna, if no one else sends me anything. Oh, I hate how there's, oh, that's such a bad, oh God. All right, here we go. We're gonna start over. All right, so price targets, right? So a lot of you, I got a lot of comments on the last one. June 13th price target for BIOL, $6. This is primarily because of the Nasdaq. Oh my God, I get I get stressed out when there's audio problems, and oh God. All right, anyways, we're good now. All right, cool. EJ, thank you so much, my friend. All right, let's get to it. So $6 price target for June 13th, right? This is mostly because of the Nasdaq's uncertainty, right? Inflation and JP, what JP is going to say. And I don't think we actually have JP speaking next week. Right now we don't, but a lot of times they will literally add him in here with only a few days notice, so I'm going to hold my breath on that. But right now we don't have a ton of stuff next week. So that is obviously bullish, and right now there's actually not that much at all. And we're going to get into what is kind of happening next week. But the price targets, yes, I can easily see us going to $7, $8 for BIOL next week. We got the huge catalyst. I mean, I think it's huge. Okay, 800,000 shares for the CEO. Yes, it's huge. You know they didn't technically buy them. It's still going to be pretty, I think it's big. I think it is. Plus, we're paying down debt. We've got a lot of good stuff going on. And we've actually also got another weird little thing that I wanted to cover in a whole nother video, but I've just had no time today because there's been 1,000 other things that are not working. But yeah, we're going to get into, we actually have a large order, and I'm sure some of you saw this. But here's the thing. We're going to get into, you know what, I'm not going to spoil it right there. But for the price charts, right? Price charts, I think we can hit $8. You know what? We'll talk about the end of the year price charts for BIOL at the end, I think. But next thing I want to talk about is the 2018 incentive plan shares clarification. Okay, so if we go over here, right? Thank you for whoever commented on this. I think his name was Jay. Thank you very much. So he clarified for me. I think this, I don't know if this person is 100% correct, but I think he is. I did look. Luckily I was able actually to get on a really important and telling form here. But basically, it is actually going to add to the total shares available, right? So the number of shares outstanding will increase by 840,000. It's not going to do much, right? Because we have 279 million shares outstanding right now. We are going to get an extra 840,000. Also, it's not going to add to the flow until insiders sell the shares. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Stock buyback program, right? That may happen. And then, yeah, so basically, just to clarify, I just wanted to clarify that for everyone because there was a little bit of confusion last video. I did not know for sure. Bonds, you know what? Since a lot of people are watching right now, I'm actually just going to, I guess, relatively a lot. I don't know. So I actually want to talk about this first. So basically, I know someone made a video about this, acting like it was, you know, for sure. The fact of the matter is, we don't know if this is true, all right? I don't know the people the person who sent me this, I think is a reliable source, but who they got it from, I have no idea who it is. But, and what about them, right? What about how they got it, right? So basically, what we have here is that an employee from Paramit, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but basically the sapphire manufacturing plant, right? The company that manufactures the sapphires for BIOL, right? 150, right? So one can interpret that it's the amount of the order they have received, since he already stated that they will produce more than 10 sapphires per month. Okay, it may be possible that they will be built this year, 150 in 7 months, or they may start to produce in Malaysia as well. Okay, so that's pretty much so. If they are, there's a couple different ways that this can happen. There's a couple different implications for this. If we really are getting 150 sapphires built, that could mean nothing. They could mean no extra sales technically, because maybe BIOL just wants to be more safe, you know, better safe than sorry, right? Better have a ton of sapphires ready in case we get a ton of orders. We don't want to be out of stock. We don't want to do that. Instead, they just want to have a ton. Or number two, they have a ton of orders lined up. They have inquiries from India, from international countries, and from the U.S. universities and institutions, like the CEO talked about in the earnings call. Remember that? He said they're getting inquiries from several places. Personally, I think this is good. It's good news. I'd love to see it, but here's the thing: we just don't know if this is true. I mean, I hate saying this is a catalyst, because there is no possible way we can tell if this is true. I mean, come on, there is no way we can tell it's true. So that's something to keep in mind, though. So bonds. On the 10-year, we're actually doing really good. And we actually did get a dark cloud cover, which is basically, it's a candlestick pattern. I don't really like candlestick patterns, just because if you if you look at different time frames, you'll get way different stuff with the candlestick patterns. But same thing with a lot of indicators. You can make that argument. But yeah, candlestick patterns not my favorite. But we did get a bearish sign on the bond yields, which is obviously what we want. We want the bond yields to actually go way down, because these things directly correlate inversely with the high growth in Nasdaq and tech sector. So that's good news for next week. Based on everything, a little bit of a spoiler, because I know not everyone's going to make it all the way through this, understandable. But basically, I think next week is actually shaping up to be very good. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure it out. We've got 840,000 shares. We've got bonds down. We've got not a loaded economic calendar. Nasdaq looks good. Nasdaq honestly looks good to me. Okay, we're going to get into the Nasdaq's TA here in a second. But economic calendar, actually before that, BNGO Twitter. Okay, let me pull the BNGO Twitter here. Okay, so we've got nothing else really. We've got nothing else. Okay, we've got this doctor. This is from May 14th to the virtual stage. Okay, this isn't even. Okay, so that's a past event. Okay, literally nothing new. All right, well, we've got a lot of presentations here. That's good. It's good to see. The more studies we get, the better. The more presentations, more validating. It's just validating Sapphire's niche and proof of concept. So the more stuff we get, the better. Obviously, you know, at this point, it's just cliche at this point to me, just, you know, just to keep making the exact same stuff. You know, if you control F, like a couple different phrases, you would find it like 70 times, because almost all the studies say the exact same thing. Still, nonetheless, very good. Economic calendar. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the members only live stream. I haven't even said this. Please let me know, EJ, any members. Obviously, no one. The members only ones that can chat here. Let me know any questions, any stocks, any requested takers. I will not end the stream realistically until we've covered all of them. So any if there are any requests at all. But firstly, economic calendar, right? So I've already talked about this a little bit. We don't have anything. We don't have anything important, which is actually what we want. The market loves stability. We've got nothing crazy going on, which is what we'd like to see, right? We've got the job claims. We've got index of leading economic calendars, existing home sales. Who cares about real estate, right? Stock market is where the money is to be made. No, I'm kidding. Real estate is cool too. But yeah, this is good. And of course, I'm holding my breath on this a little bit because you don't know when they're going to add stuff in, which I hate, because sometimes they'll just add stuff in. It's not their fault. Sometimes schedules get, postponed or they move up. So, but that's bullish. Okay, so this is bullish. Bonds are bullish. Price targets are not that bullish. Price targets are the only thing of mine that are not that bullish. But guys, I'm still really bullish for next week. But it's just a little bit of, it's more of a gamble this week, even than last week, I feel. I would say, just because before we got the inflation news, because nowadays, whatever news we get about inflation, it's going to determine the markets a little bit. At least short term, it will, I think. This is a really important point. Nasdaq and broader markets technical analysis, right? I want to actually look at the I want to look at something other than the Nasdaq, but I do want to look at the Nasdaq first, right? Because it's just so awesome. Look at this. All right, let me pull it up here. All right, we were talking about how literally this exact scenario played out. We've been talking about this for a while. Like, it literally faked us out. Like, we were going to get a crash, and then it just roared back the next day. 2 daily closes below the ascending level, and then we gapped up and closed. We closed. I mean, let's see how many reversal signs we have here on the 4. Do we have 4 hourly? No, we don't. We don't have the 4 hourly. That's actually not what I want to see. But the 2 hourly, we have everything. Hourly, we have everything. So that's really nice. But what is awesome here is that it's not like this ascending level was just invalidated now that we had a false breakdown, false signal. This exact scenario, and it's not like this never happens in the stock market, right? This happens all the time. We had it right here on, not even that long ago, right? 6-7 months ago, we had 2 daily closes. What happened after that, right? All-time highs. I mean, literally just higher highs and higher lows. I mean, literally, look at that. It would not, would it? I mean, BioNano would be at $10 to $15 if we could get another similar situation to this, right? Literally. I mean, I mean that. I'm serious when I say that. If we get a bull market, the rest of the year, if it's as aggressive as it's been, this is the bear case. This is like the worst case scenario if we get a bull market. This is, I mean, I don't want to say we're going to $100 if we get a bull market, but it's just, I think that's the biggest scare for me for BioNano. I'm not worried about the company. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I'm not worried about institutions continually pushing it down. They can't push it down forever. The more they do push it down, the bigger a bounce we're going to get once they stop. So I'm honestly not even that opposed to that. I know the Nasdaq is the only thing that can screw us over long term, or the CEO gets shot in the head, right? Robbie goes and kills him in his sleep, right? That's definitely that's definitely not off the table. Have you guys seen his last comments, right? Have you guys seen him? I'm just messing around, but seriously, basically, I don't see a way that we don't hit this at least if we get a bull market, right? That's the contingency. That's the contingency. That's the big one. What I am buying and selling next week. Well, one thing that I'm going to be I'm going to try to be waking up at 3 a.m. Central Time, right when the market opens, to sell out of Mara if Bitcoin doesn't recover. Look at Bitcoin right now, 46,000. I did not sell any Mara on Friday. Wish I did in hindsight, obviously, but yeah, it's a small position. We're up 20%. EJ, I will definitely take a look at that, my friend. I would definitely take a look at that for you, my friend. Yeah, you know what? Tell you what, I'll look at that in 1 second. Do not let me forget that. I'm not going to forget because there's no other chats, right? It's literally just a blank chat on the Sundays. Sundays are weird. Sunday streams are awkward, man. I feel alone up here. There's no chat except a couple. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to do that in 1 second. But firstly, what am I buying and selling next week, right? Like I said, I'm trying to sell more, right? Besides that, though, but seriously, though, JMIA is the one. JMIA is not the one. JMIA is one that I really want to pick up on. And you may be wondering, Brandon, how you're just FOMOing in. Like, what's up with that? It's up 12%. Just look at the chart, man. Look how much room we have left. I mean, we're still at what, 40.82 on the RSI. If we look at the Bollinger Bands here, I mean, this has just been straight downtrending. And here's the thing about JMIA. I'd say this stock is even less. This stock has way less risk than BioNano does, I think. E-commerce is, you guys have heard my spiel about e-commerce in Africa several times. I'll spare you today, but this is one that I'm watching next week. As far as entry points, I would love if we could, we could, likely scenarios, we come up here, get rejected here, and then, find some sort of retracement. Maybe today's close, maybe where we're at right now, right, where we close on Friday, we can turn that into a new support, then continue to make higher highs, higher lows, break through those resistances, turn them as the new support. So I'm not really watching anything specifically. Microvision, let me see where is Microvision at that resistance? Okay, never mind. I thought Microvision was way down here still. Yeah, no. So I'm not really watching anything particularly next week except these three. I really am serious about I'm serious about not only trading these in the next few weeks, but also all three of these, establishing long-term positions in all of them. BioNano, Mara, and JMIA. Those are my big three. Those might be my three most bullish stocks for the rest of the year, maybe. I feel bad not having Microvision in the portfolio. It feels weird without having MVIS, and but that's what we're working with right now. So next up, what do we got? Monday predictions. Monday predictions. I'll say this. I know it's like Brandon. You say the same thing every day. Oh man, it's too funny. But if the Nasdaq is green, right? I could see BioNano going up another 20%. I can see it. I would not be surprised. My worry is that JMIA helps build out Africa infrastructure, and then Amazon will swoop in for the free infrastructure use. Well, one thing, yes, that's a great point, EJ, my friend. I do think that the economies of scale, right? So like advantages you build up after doing it, after, doing whatever business or niche you are. I think economies of scale is going to be a huge thing. And there are several barriers of entries when you get to really esoteric, or not even esoteric, but just really difficult niches like the Africa terrain and geography, right? It's really hard to navigate and ship stuff out. And JMIA has figured out a way to do it. Even Amazon, the legendary Amazon, would be at a disadvantage if they tried to go head-to-head with JMIA. I guarantee you, even Amazon. Jeff Bezos, the monster himself, right? I can actually see, you know what, EJ, I'll tell you what's more likely than that. Amazon buying JMIA out. Seriously, there was actually a Citron analyst that actually was talking about buyout proclivities for JMIA. He's talking about there may be a likelihood for that. Anyways, Monday predictions. Yeah, but that is a good point. They could certainly do it. The other side of that, right, would be Amazon comes in, demolishes JMIA, right? They have way more cash, way more people if they wanted to, right? I don't know why they want to do that other than just buying them out seems more efficient to me, but who knows. So Monday predictions for BIOL, I would not be surprised 10, 15, 20%. I also wouldn't be surprised if we're red though, because number one, we should be green tomorrow, even if the Nasdaq goes down a little bit. As long as the Nasdaq doesn't bleed tomorrow, BIOL should be green. Okay, not only was it an underreaction to what actually happened in the earnings report, but we've been selling off unjustifiably forever. Forever. So a bounce is going to happen. In my view, it's gonna come. I don't know when it's gonna come. All right. It can be any time. And I really think with the volume, it's going to be really interesting to see the volume for BIOL tomorrow. I really want that. One of my biggest things for BIOL these next few weeks, we got to have volume. And my videos have done nothing to it. Done BIOL basically zero favors as far as like views and the DD, the due diligence, get interest, all that. It's not working. So it's up to all the other YouTubers to try to increase the interest, because it has not been working, but I'm sure we'll continue to do well, continue to work hard, but that's going to be what it is. I think that's the biggest factor for BIOL these next few weeks: volume and interest. That's what it is. We got 103 million volume on Friday, and that is the most volume we have had all the way since February 12th. Back in the good old days, right? That was this huge day right here. We were up like 20-30% that day. And that was when we were at $10. So that was a huge day. Huge day. So I think that's the number one thing. So, and as for the markets, I don't really want to give a Nasdaq prediction just because it's so damn hard with the Nasdaq. It's literally just flipping a coin. I'll say I think we're more likely to see upside, but if there's no catalysts, the technicals are more bullish than bearish, I would say, definitely. But we need that 4-hourly SAR flip at least. If we get rejected at that SAR, that's a sell signal, my friends. Crypto sell-off. Do you think volume was mainly retail or mainly algorithm traders? Well, there are. I mean, I'm sure you know this, but there are obviously retail investors with bots and algorithms that they use. But obviously, algorithms. There are going to be more institution, professional whales that actually use the insane algorithms that I don't even understand. I don't know. That's there's no way to know. I know I'm too objective sometimes. I know I give too many disclaimers. A lot of people feel, which is fine. I want your guys' opinion. Do not sugarcoat it for me, seriously. But I can't really say with confidence. Yes. Okay. You mean institutions? Yes. There is no way to tell. I'll say this. With the revenue and earnings per share beat. I think with every single one of those that we get every quarterly release, basically, especially if it's a beat or even if it's a match, like our growth path is still super high, even if we just match what the analysts are saying. Every single time we get that, you know what happens? Right now, we're like this for the innovation. Like, here's the innovation. Here's stable growth that institutions want. Every single time we get a beat, it shifts back to even. It gets a little more balanced. And one of these days, institutions are going to pull the trigger because we've held. I think we're gonna. Who knows if we're gonna do this? But once we hold above, I don't know, $5, $10, $15, $30, $100, whatever it is, the higher we go, the more institutions that are going to pile in because of the stable growth, because of the safety that you get with a company who is proven. So basically, ape language. The more we prove, the more BIOL proves itself as in terms of revenue and specific niche, the more institutions that are going to pile in. And that is not a very good answer for your question, but it's something. You're going to have to settle with that. I don't know. More volume from retail or institutions. I think institutions are smarter. I think in the aggregate, institutions might be smarter than retail investors right now for BIOL, because I think retail investors just look at the chart and they're like, oh, it's a falling knife, don't buy it. And they don't even look at anything else. But at the same time, institutions might do the same thing. So anyways, I know that was a nice tangent for you, my friend. Crypto, I hope I answered your question. Yeah, it is. It really is impossible to know. So I hate giving a strong answer. You guys know I hate giving a strong opinion unless I really feel confident about it. That's why I always say, especially with the SEC forums, like this stuff, oh my God, I hate reading this stuff. That's why I'm so careful when I say stuff about the SEC forum, because if I have one weakness, it is the damn jargon in the SEC forums. That is my one weakness, my friends. I hate reading these things, and that's all I've done this weekend. I have so many more to do as well. because I always tell people I will find out the bottom of this, and then I have like 7 forms to read, you know. Anyways, crypto sell-off. Bitcoin's at 46K right now. Oh my gosh, Doge, not again. Doge is holding up really nicely. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. So I think we did break below the weekly SMA. Oh my gosh, we did. We did. That is bearish, but at the same time, you cannot be the sole reason why you sell out of Bitcoin if you are. Just because we broke the 21 SMA so many times, the SMAs, the Bollinger Bands, right, the moving averages, false breakdowns are just so prone to happen. In my experience, so many times it'll dip below, stay a couple weeks, and then just roar right back. It's like, wait, what? It's like, that's exactly what should not have happened according to Syndicare. So I'm not, and of course we've got this huge support at what, 45K, 42K, and you guys already know how I feel about it. The longer Bitcoin stays at this cheap of a price, I mean, it's not necessarily cheap if you look back more than a couple months, but the more we stay here, the more institutions that are going to load up, the more people that will actually look into Bitcoin's technology and realize why it's climbed this far and why I think it's going to continue climbing. And of course, that stat by Kathy Wood about the institutions, that's reason enough to invest in Bitcoin, honestly. That is reason enough to invest in Bitcoin, at least a small amount. Or Mara, right? For me, it's Mara. I'm not actually in Bitcoin, but basically am. Yeah, I don't really keep up with it. Bitcoin is the only crypto I really keep up with, though. I mean, I have Doge on the watch list. I can add Ethereum. You know, I should add Ethereum to the crypto watch list because I don't have anything else on here. So, yeah. Anyways, next up, Paramit large sapphire order. We already went through this. This could be big, though, man. I am really excited about this. Also, oh, man, I just remember this. I should have done a video on this earlier. I don't know if I can. Videos are just getting harder and harder to make with the setup upgrades. And they're not even upgrades. Most people didn't like the new setup thing that I tried. But anyways, what was I going to say? The consumables. Oh, man, let me find this for you. Let me go to our Discord here. This is why you guys have to join the Discord. Okay, I haven't checked this morning. So basically, yesterday in a Reddit post, I posted... I don't know if you guys, many of you probably saw it. It was basically about why our revenue and perhaps the profitability is super fast and faster than people know. Also, why the article was absolutely retarded. And I didn't, in my little revenue projections, I did not know. I put 1 to 1.1 to 5 million range in revenue for the rest of 2021 after March 31st, quarter one end. For basically counting consumable revenue, right? This guy, Patriots Pub, my friend, shout out to you if you were watching this, my friend. I can link some sort of social media if you want in the irrelevant section because this is so good. I haven't even done the math on. I haven't even checked your calculations to see if you're right yet. I said I was going to look at it this morning, but I didn't. I have not done this yet. Anyways, basically. This guy's, I don't know if this, I have not fact checked this yet, but this is a knowledgeable member here, I would say, based on what I've seen, right? 14 million a year if we get 107 installed instruments, right? At 120 genomes, right? So this is basically what volume, how much volume the labs are, right? So this is what you would say maybe like less. This is maybe like average or a little less than average volume, and then this is what you would consider a high volume lab, right? And I think the CEO, I forgot what he said exactly. He's talked about this so many times, but I think he has said, EJ, tell me if you know, if you can fact check me on this, but he has said before that a lot of the people that use Sapphire are high volume labs that are doing many hundreds to thousands, not thousands, hundreds of genomes per year, right? If these guys were doing 240, right, 107. I mean, what if it was just, let's just screw the sapphires that are done right now. If we got 43 installed instruments, right? Let's say conservatively they do 120, right? So cut this in half, basically, roughly, right? Stay with me, 7 million a year. And now we only have 3 quarters left, so cut that and, fraction, what's 3/4 of that? That's what, about 5 million, right? That's 5 million extra in revenue. Basically, if these calculations are at all correct, it's over. Which sounds really arrogant because there's so many contingencies, but let me tell you something, guys. I did not even really account for this in the financial section. I just straight forgot. I mean, I think I technically have it under there, but I did not do the calculations. I did not realize that it was this. I did not realize we were making tens of millions of dollars a year just from the genome cost to actually do the genome, right? To use their software, to get the chips, right? The stuff that comes with the Sapphire, the reoccurring payments. It's over. It is absolutely over. Let me see if I actually did. I actually say I don't know if I actually said. I don't think I did. I did not even factor that into the 2021 auspicious projection, right? I mean, I don't want to overhype it, but I am just, my confidence in BioNano becoming very close to profitable. And when I say profitable, I mean a positive EPS specifically. I think we could get a positive EPS Q4. I'm serious when I say this. Of course, operating expenses are very hard to predict, which is why I'm hesitant to that. But revenue is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. EJ, you think that is right? Thank you for your input. And then I wonder how many genomes are analyzed worldwide per year. I don't know. You can do. I know this. I do know that you're going to be able to do. They're going to be able to do. Also, this is something I have not even thought about yet. But I just realized this. When we get the higher throughput Sapphire, imagine what the high volume labs are going to be doing. Way more than 240. What did Eric say? How many genomes a year? I don't remember what he said exactly. 14x. I want to say it was like 1,000 something genomes per year it can do. High volume labs, dude, they are going to be taking advantage of this. Not even to mention when you are analyzing more samples, more blood samples, more blood, bone marrow, whatever it is, right? There's several different ways you can do it. The more you do, the more cures, enhancements, revolutions, innovations that you're going to find, right? If you're only analyzing 5 things, trying to find a cure or, some sort of development in that, you're not going to find as many in the aggregate in the long run as if you were doing double that or triple that. And we're getting 14x, Sapphire 2.0. I call it, technically, I don't even know if Eric is referred to as a Sapphire 2.0, but that's what I call it, right? That's what it is. It's a new Sapphire with a higher throughput with maybe new innovations. Oh my gosh. I mean, the revenue is just going to be off the charts. Sure, plenty of things can go wrong, but this is, I think we're going to be looking very good. I think we will. I also think these numbers, a part of me does think these numbers are way too good to be true, because even if these were right, I think we would be making way more money in the past and currently, like last quarter, if we were getting so much for this. And I don't know. I have to fact check this, but this guy does know what he's doing. So I really want to believe that this is true. I think it is, but I'm not sure. I cannot tell you for sure that these are the right calculations, because I did not do them. But that's huge. So that's a nice tangent for you. How did I even get to that? I got to that from the Paramount Lord Sapphire order. All right. So institutions loading and Reddit. Okay. So right now I'm gonna go. Tell you what. I'll analyze CHPT in like 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes or less. Institutions loading. So I don't think Fintel.io. I don't think we have anything different here at all. Let me just make sure. I'm 99% sure they have never filed anything on the weekend, because I've never seen it. Okay, no, they haven't. So this is the exact same, 10.94%. Yep, same thing. Cool. All right. And Reddit. You know what? I'll do that in the plug section. So yeah, let me go ahead and also, by the way, quick plug. If you guys, please, if there are any SEC wizards here, or not even SEC wizards, just if you probably are better at reading SEC forums than I am, please get on the Discord. I don't know when I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna give the Discord members some homework potentially, right? I'm gonna do it as well, but we're all gonna have homework, because there's like a ton of documents that I literally, especially one that is really scary or really good about patents and royalties with Illumina or PacBio. I forgot. I think it's PacBio. Like a couple of years ago, it was crazy. Oh, that's not a bad idea, EJ. That's not a bad idea. You know what? I may do that. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll probably do that next time. Yeah, because we just don't have any members right now. And sometimes like one of these Sunday streams, I had like no members come in. It was just me talking the whole time. I would not even know if the audio was working or not, right? But yeah, make sure you guys come to the Discord here, man. It's free. It's linked in the description, right? Completely free. All right, though. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at CHPT. Okay, this is ChargePoint. I didn't even realize this was ChargePoint. Wow. All right. Okay, I like this little, well, I like it kind of. It's a clear pattern. I like clear patterns. But you do have a bit of a descending triangle, but you don't have many touch points. Well, you have a little bit of a false breakout, but you do have. If we draw it all the way back there, yeah, that's good. That's validated, I would say. Yeah, you do have a descending triangle here, man. And if I could make this trend line a little bigger, you could get 1, 2, 3, 4 more touch points in, plus the 3 that's already there. So this is a pretty validated chart pattern here. I like this. This is something that you want to trade right here. Look how easy this is to trade. I mean, look at this. Okay, actually, you know what? Screw the rectangle. I'm just gonna do a horizontal line of support because it's so validated. Look at this. This is the perfect trading setup right here, man. Of course, in hindsight, it's harder to buy the dip when it's falling. It's harder to sell when you're going up every day. It's always easier said than done. But every single time you've come to this support, you've got a huge bounce. So, and this is about to break. This is about to break one or the other, one way or the other. And of course, the price chart. This is a descending triangle, which of course, bearish chart pattern. The technical price target is going to be way down there. 2050. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, man. Yeah, this thing looks like it could at least, this thing should, based on the charts, right? Based on historically, which of course we only have a couple data points. It's not the most surefire, verified thing to do to trade on, but you should be coming up. You have plenty of room to go, right? But yeah, I would be my friend EJ. I would be careful here because obviously your value has gone down a ton, and your RSI is not that overbought. Probably you're probably neutral. Yeah, you're basically exactly neutral, 45, almost at 50. So yes, you've been going down a ton in the recent past, but you used to be worth what, $9. So you still 2x'd within less than a year. So plus, and that's with the Nasdaq pushing everything higher. So yeah, I would just be careful with this one. I would just be really careful. Also, you're going to have that 21 SMA on the daily as well. That's going to be resistance as well. So maybe you do want to take a little bit of profit if you're looking to trade this one at maybe 22.90, 94 before you even get to that 23, 24 level where that resistance is. So yeah, I mean, that's what I would say with this one. Let me check some other indicators real quick. Do you even have the 4-hourly? Ooh, you don't. Okay, that's scary, my friend. EJ, if you're gonna hold this one tomorrow through, I would watch and make sure you get at least the SAR flip. If you start to get rejected here, I recommend you hedge some of your position because that looks really scary. All right, what else do we got? I keep looking for the chat like there's gonna be something there. It's just EJ, my friend. All right, what do we got? Please, hey, EJ, please, I'm sure you know that, you of all people understand this, but please, I don't even know that company. I looked at the chart for like 30 seconds. Please, you know more than me about that company. I just gave it a quick look. I'm sure you know that already. All right, I think that's all. I'm going to end this stream. I think I'm going to do... EJ, my forgets. Is there something else important you think I should cover, EJ? It's just me and EJ. Everyone else is just watching. By the way, while EJ is thinking of cool questions to ask, if there's anything that I forgot or anything, if you're interested in how do you actually get, members only, right? Join button next to my name, or there's a link in the description as well. It's $3 a month. Every week we do a live stream that is only available to members only. Maybe I could do his idea, EJ's idea, which is good. I'm telling you guys give me your ideas. I will literally use your ideas if they're good. I promise you. I love negative feedback. Literally, I love it. So basically, even if, so it's a weekly live stream. I only take requests from the members. And if I were to open it up to be a normal chat, I would prioritize, like very, very prioritize the members' chats and, only take the members' requests if possible, right? If they're there. So yeah, I think I may do that in the future. So that's how you do that, my friends. Anyways, I'm sure you guys already knew that. Most of you, the stock YouTube community is smarter than 99% of other communities. All right, boys. All right, we're gonna do some quick plugs and get out of here. You know what? Okay, before we do that, let's talk about the end of year price charts really fast because I don't know if I'll be doing a video on these. Likely case, I kept the likely case at $20 for BioNano. And this is because I am, there's a bigger part of me that thinks the Nasdaq is going to be bullish for the rest of the year than, the part that thinks we're going to get crazy inflation or, for whatever reasons. There's so many factors with the broader markets in the Nasdaq. It's really hard to say, but I think $20, even if it's a bear market, we could hit $100, right? I mean, I think BioNano's future is bright. I really think I think it's a steal at this price. I'm going to continue to add on it. Anyways, you guys already know all of this. So yeah, relevant information in regards to site was finished now, man. Thank you so much, EJ, for making it, man. Thank you so much. Upgrades. All right, so upgrades. Let me ask you a question right now, EJ. If you're still here, please let me know your feedback. This would be valuable. So basically, I know I got a lot of flack, right? Flack. Negative feedback, good ideas, right? So y'all did not like the little my phone being like on the side. What if I took my phone and just put it literally exactly where the camera is right now, right? Where the webcam is right now. And just had, because my phone is like way better quality, right? Well, not way better, but it's not like as fuzzy, right? It's super fuzzy right now. Like, look over here, look at my couch, right? It's literally just fuzz back there. I think my phone is a little bit better. So I would like to do that. So if it's basically in the exact same spot, I think we're good. Also, video output. My goal was literally to get 7 videos out each Saturday and Sunday. I ended up getting like less than 5 in total. Oh, come on, Brandon. But yeah, getting the laptop. I ordered a laptop that is actually going to be good. But yes, you prefer the front-on view like you have now. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to use my phone because it's a better camera, and I'm literally going to put it exactly where it is now. It's literally going to be like a few centimeters from where you're looking at me from right now. So it'll be the exact same, basically. So yeah, it'll be front on. It'll be exactly the same. I bet you won't even tell a difference, except there will be a little less fuzz, hopefully. But yeah, video output is going to increase, my friends. I promise you. My goal is to get like 5 videos out every day, more than 5, 10. Okay, I've never got 10. I don't even think I've got 9, but I've got 9 a couple times. Anyways, also, Mom Genomics on Twitter. It's a guy. Last video, I referred to him as she because I thought it was a she. Funny as hell. But basically, this is actually how I got the information here. So go follow them on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. If you want, I'll link it in the pinned comment here. A bright light just above your right shoulder. I didn't notice it until you asked for criticism. Yes, the lamp there. Yes. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. The cameras just suck. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not about to spend $1,000 on a camera until I know this YouTube is actually gonna be successful. Which who knows what it's gonna be right now. But the upgrades, I promise y'all, the upgrades are going to be steadily increasing. I think you will notice a very stark. Hopefully a stark difference in upgraded quality once I get the other laptop in, where I don't have to dumb down all these settings to make it, I'm not even in 1080p right now for the video. The bit rate is low, right? All the settings are dumbed down because my computer can't handle it. Literally, if I don't have the settings dumbed down, the computer will just, the FPS will be like 10. You won't even be able to see me. Like, you can at least see my hand moving at least somewhat consistently. It couldn't do that on normal settings. Anyways, y'all don't even care about this. Anyways, oh my gosh, I've been ranting a lot. Anyways, this is not financial advice, man. All right, so hopefully we can get a couple videos coming out later. But yeah, thank you, AJ. Thank you all so much, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.